Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last edition of the CBL X's and O's podcast for the Gippsland Conference in season 2023. We had our grand finals on the weekend, and we got to crown a back-to-back champion in the women, and our men's game was a cracker of a game that went down to the last 1.2 seconds of the game. Moe were able to put the dagger into Railgun's heart right there. And then it was fabulous weekend in Pakenham, wasn't it, Reese?
Oh, it was amazing. Both great quality games. We'll get into it, but you look at the score of the women's games, doesn't reflect how close it was. And obviously the men's just teed it right off, Moe escaped yet again and, create a perfect season.
That's it. Let's start with the women, where we got to crown our back-to-back champions in the Canberra Wildcats. But, it was a little bit of a slog in the first half. They Wonthaggi matched with them, and it wasn't until the third quarter where they were able to get the separation from the Coasters.
Yeah, a cracking first quarter. From both teams opened up Wonthaggi 24-21, the Borough, and then the second quarter, Borough got on top. So going into halftime after the second quarter, it was a 2-point game. And then just out of nowhere, Borough just went on an absolute run in that third quarter and, won that quarter 31-10. And unfortunately that decided the game there and there in the end. Credit to Wonthaggi. What an awesome performance they put up. But yeah, just that third quarter just hurt them so much, towards the end. And, Tyler Angwin, I believe, I didn't watch specifically the third quarter, but I did hear that she did let off for at least 5 or 6 threes that quarter, which really got them rolling. She ended up with 23 and then followed closely with Alana Arneson with 19 to help get the Cats over the line. And then for Wonthaggi, we had Grace McRae with 19 and then Courtney Young with 11. But, all well done to Barrow back to back. They're on the new journey of that three-peat, hopefully next season, as a goal. But I think this won't be the last time we see Wonthaggi in that, end of the race at the end of the season. So credit the Wonthaggi as well to get there.
Definitely, and look, Tyler Angwin had a ripper game. She was awarded grand final MVP for this one, and obviously congratulations to the Canberra Wildcats on going back to back and being able to be crowned our Gippsland Women's Season 2023 champions. So congratulations to the Wildcats, and then let's have a look at the men, which was a cracker game. You look at it, and we got a bit of a jump on the T-Birds.
Yeah, first quarter, was a bit of a shock for the Traralgon side. Going down 27-13 and a grand final in the first quarter, giving up a 14-point lead. It's not the greatest. And I think at one stage it was out to 16 throughout the game. And, look, to Traralgon's credit, like it's been the story the last 2 seasons, they never give up, and they clawed back and got in front and going into the last quarter. And they were up with 8 points and 40 seconds to go in the game. And unfortunately, a few things didn't fall their way as they probably would have liked. And Moe just capitalized. And, Matt, we all saw it. And I'm sure everyone in Gippsland saw it as well. New nickname for him, Stephen Clutch O'Brien. Finds a way on the inbound with 1.2 seconds to go. Finds a way to get open all by himself for a layup. There's the game all over. Puts a dagger in Traralgon's hearts, like you said. And, they were so close to completing that, really history making for Traralgon, that three-peat. But, what a way to cap off the season for Moe, going completely undefeated, the whole season and making it, as we call it, the perfect season. But with that being said, Austin Shelley was his usual self with 28. Thomas Porbury was a good X factor for him as well. He had 25, and touch on Brian. He only had 10 points to the game, but he obviously had a big impact both ends of the floor for the Meteors. And for Traralgon, multiple scorers from across everywhere, and Ben Waller, great talent. He had a really solid game with 26. Ben Barlow followed closely with 21, and Cody Tibbles with 19. And just unfortunately, didn't go the way of Traralgon. But look, congratulations to Moe. Fantastic season. And I think, Matt, as you could agree, both teams are so young still. So I think there's going to be a lot of rivalry and battles to come, over the next few years of CBL between these two teams.
There sure is between these two teams, but we had 6 or 7 teams battling for top 4 positions this year. So the competition is in a good position. It's a good battle for everyone. You never know who's going to win on any given night, which is great to see in the Gippsland Conference. And we probably should extend a special shout out to Austin Shelley, who was named Grand Final MVP for his performance in the Grand Final, which included a couple of long-range 3-point bombs late in Q4, which got Moe in touch to potentially snag the win, which they did, as you said, with 1.2 seconds to go. So congratulations to the Moe Meteors being crowned our CBL Gippsland men's champions for season 2023. I just want to extend a thank you to you, Reese, for giving up some time this season to jump on the call with me each week so that we can, preview and review our Gippsland conference. It's been great, and I hope the fans and the viewers at home have really appreciated the insight that we've been able to provide this year.
Absolutely, Matt. Thanks for having me on board. It was a pleasure, and I think it's going to be CBL Gippsland are a really good place right now, both men and women. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes over the next couple of years.
That's it. So before we sign off for season 2023, I just want to shout out and congratulations to both the Moe Meteors men and the Currumbara Wildcats women's for being crowned our 2023 champions. A shout out to all of our players, referees, coaches, everyone that was involved in the game. We had a cracker season this year in the Gippsland Conference, and lastly, we've got to shout out to our fans and our spectators who packed the stadiums each round. It was a great atmosphere for our players to be involved in, and I'm looking forward to seeing where season 2024 takes us. So, again, congratulations to our winners and our champions for this season, and for anyone that wants to review and catch up on our grand finals, if you missed them, make sure you jump on the CBL website. The games are still active on the game center for each game, so make sure you jump in and relive the moments or catch up if you haven't viewed the games as yet. So again, Reese, thank you to you, and look forward to seeing everyone back when we hit the ground running for season 2024.